Joining me now, Julie Saxon, a mental health advocate in Ames, and Nicole Patton, associate principal at Ames High School. So y'all are doing a really powerful partnership right now with local community organizations, and you got an event coming up on Thursday that's talking about the heaviness we're facing as a society. Tell us about your Thursday event.
Yeah, so Thursday we are going to be talking about just resiliency. Which is so incredibly important for all of us, for our mental health, for us to be able to move forward when there's a tragedy, a loss, even if a loss of a job, you don't make the varsity team, we have to be able to find that that inner fortitude to be able to move forward. And we unfortunately just are not seeing that across the board, but specifically as it relates to our youth.
And what are you calling this conversation on Thursday?
Resiliency.
Yes.
Yep, and so we are hoping to target families, kids, anyone of all ages in our community, so we can talk about, one, let's define what resiliency is, why it's important, why we need it, how we can learn to better cope with all of the tragedies and all the things that we are all facing, specifically too as it relates to COVID. It's been very difficult.
You were seeing a huge need in mental health services, conversations around mental health before the pandemic, and then the pandemic only worsened it, the isolation we've all been forced to go through, and the loss, so much loss and trauma, like a collective trauma we're all experiencing as a world. Nicole, speak to how we can support our young people.
I think it's just really important. We have students who easily give up when they start failing. It's easier to walk away and pretend it doesn't exist, right? And really, the resiliency on Thursday night will really be about talking about strategies and coping mechanisms to be able to be successful, to push on, to keep going, and making sure that we are successful and finding ways to do that.
And understanding what a mental health crisis looks like, versus just saying someone's freaking out, they're having a meltdown, they're having an episode. You know, we're starting to finally have words to articulate what's happening on the inside.
Correct.
Tell us about your keynote speaker.
Our keynote speaker is Lindsay Fenley. We are so excited to have her speak at this event. She'll be talking for 30 minutes about her journey with mental health and just her resiliency and her ability to move past some of the challenges that she has had, and how she is not defined, as she will say, I'm not defined by my mental health. This is just something that has happened. Normalizing mental health, normalizing bad things happen, but we can get through that. Here are some ways that we can cope and be resilient.
And these are tangible solutions. The example you gave, we have to go in a second, but the example you gave was helping a kid, you know, in a classroom that's having an anxiety attack.
We had a kid who was having an anxiety attack and had to walk out of the classroom, but the teacher looked at the students and said, we're just gonna be kind, we know they're struggling. Came back, did the speech fantastically, and the students just supported. It's acknowledging and being okay acknowledging it, and knowing we're in this together.
And we're all hurting a lot for different reasons, and I think the isolation from the pandemic has definitely taken a hit to our social skills and ability to communicate. So this is going to be so tremendous to have a community gathering of really kindness and understanding. Where can folks find you?
6:30 to 8:30, we will be at the district office at the Ames Community School District. And again, Lindsay Fenley will be our keynote speaker. We have a variety of different folks that are talking. We have Warren Phillips, the owner of Central Iowa Psychological Services. We have one of our officers who's going to speak. Nicole is going to speak on behalf of what she's seeing with the student body. And Carrie Lair with Irely Ball, who is going to talk about ways that we can all cope and be resilient.
Yes, absolutely. Also, you would like to see this take off as an example to just spread in other communities.
Oh, absolutely. I think this is something that all communities really should be doing. You know, you can tailor to what's going on in your community to those conversations. I think it's just important that we are all doing life together, right? That we are supporting each other.
Thank you both for being here today.